محمد وآلہ وأصحابہ اجمعین. So you were talking about mufsidat salat or mubtilat salat, something which nullifies the prayer. So the last point in this regard is, if somebody will make salam before its time purposely, so it will nullify his prayer. But if he did the same forgetfully, and he has not done something otherwise a lot, so then it does not nullify the prayer. He will make sajda sahwa in the end. Like if somebody joined Imam in second, third or fourth rakat, when Imam was making salam, so he made the same because he forgot that still I have one other rakat to make it. But as long as he has not turned around from Qibla, or he has not talked to anyone, so then that salam is considered a little amal, not a lot. And he did the same forgetfully. It does not nullify his prayer. He should complete his prayer, and later on he will make his sajda sahwa. Note, there are a few issues where there is a difference of opinion between Imam Abu Hanifa and his two disciples, Imam Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad, rahimahumullah. Number one, this is a well-known issue in fiqh Hanafi, that whenever somebody will sit in the end of his prayer to the extent of tashahhud, to the extent of tashahhud. Extent of tashahhud mean recitation of tashahhud is not farz according to Hanafiya, that is wajib. But sitting to the limit or extent of tashahhud, that is farz. And that is why, while Jamhur says otherwise, they say recitation of tashahhud is farz. But Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad, they refer to a hadith of Abdullah ibn Masud, radiyallahu anhu, as we mentioned before, that إِذَا قُلْتَ هَذَا أَوْ فَعَلْتَ هَذَا, when you said it or you did it. So you said it, that is recitation, or you did it, that is sitting only. So Prophet ﷺ mentioned two things, either saying of tashahhud or doing of tashahhud. So it means that sitting to the extent of tashahhud, that is farz. Recitation of tashahhud is not farz. So if somebody sat there to the extent of tashahhud, his fariza is done. That is an issue. These three Imams, Abu Hanifa, Abu Yusuf and Muhammad, they agreed upon. Yes? But Abu Hanifa said, rahimahullah, that if he did something after that sitting, so still he has not gone out of his prayer. Still, he has not gone out of his prayer purposely. So that's why his prayer would be nullified if, number one, he was praying with tayammum and he saw water, after that he sat to the extent of tashahhud. You should write it. He was praying with tayammum because water was not available. And as we mentioned before, that mutayammim, the guy who is praying with tayammum, he is called mutayammim. If mutayammim will see water when he was praying, yes, so it means their uzr and excuse is gone. When the uzr and excuse is gone, so his tayammum is broken. When tayammum is broken, so his prayer is also broken. So he saw water. After that, he said to the extent of tashahhud. So in one way or the other, his salat is complete. But now, he has to go out of his prayer purposely. And yet, he has not done it. He has not done it. And he saw the water. So his tayammum got broken. When tayammum got broken, so his prayer also got broken. That's number one. Number two, he said to the extent of tashahhud, but the time of masa on socks, that passed. Got it? Got it, not it? Like, he started his masa, or a time of masa started 2 o'clock yesterday. 2 o'clock? And today, 2 o'clock, when he was praying, when he said to the extent of tashahhud, still he was not gone out of his prayer intentionally, and the time of masa, it passed. So it means that masa got broken. Masa? When masa got broken, so prayer also got broken. Number three, as you know that someone who cannot recite even a single ayah of Holy Quran, got it? So recitation is dropped from his prayer. Recitation is? He must try to learn. Yes? But still, he was unable. But when he said to the extent of tashahhud, suddenly he became able to recite one ayah. You should write it. Suddenly. Miracle happens. Suddenly, he became able to recite one ayah. So it means excuse is gone. And still he was in prayer. He had not gone out of prayer intentionally. So his salat is broken. Number four, someone started his prayer nakedly because no any dress was available. When he said to the extent of tashahhud, so suddenly a wind brought some dress from somewhere with which he can cover his private part. With which he can cover his private part. He had not gone out of his prayer intentionally yet, so his salat is broken. Number five, someone who was praying with ishara, indications, because he was unable to do ruku or sajda. Got it? He had some backbone problem or something like that. He said to the extent of tashahhud, and suddenly a miracle happened. He was able to do sajda and to do ruku, even though no any ruku and sajda was remaining there. He was in the end of his prayer. Got it? But his excuse is gone, so his salat is broken. Number six, someone who was from the people of Tartib, people of Sahib Tartib. Sahib Tartib is that one who does not have on his shoulder 6 prayers due which he missed. 6 prayer dues which he missed. If somebody, he missed the 6th prayer and it was remaining due on his shoulder, his tartib is gone. His tartib is? He can make qaza anytime. He can make qaza. But someone with tartib, he must pray his qaza first and later on his salat of time. Yes? For example, Sahib tartib, he came to masjid. He came to masjid and he had missed his salat zuhr and the imam started salat asr. This is not allowed and permissible for that guy to join imam. But he has to pray his zuhr first and later on he will pray his asr because he is from the people of tartib. Got it? So if a person who was from the people of tartib he started his prayer of time. He recalled his mind, oh, I missed my Salat al-Zuhr. So the Salat al-Asr which he has started, it get nullified. It get nullified. Got it? That is broken. He has to make his Zuhr first. Number 7. He started Salat al-Fajr. And yet, he had not gone out of his prayer intentionally. And the sun rose over. The sun rose over. So now it means the time is gone. And he was still in his prayer. So his Salat al-Fajr is broken. Now he will make Qada, yes. Or he had not made salam from his Jummah prayer yet, even though he said to the extent of tashahhud, but he has not gone out of prayer intentionally yet, and the time of Asr started. And the time of Asr started. So his Salat al-Jummah is broken. Number 9. He has not gone out of Salat Eid yet, and the time of Zuhr started. He said to the extent of tashahhud, but he has not made salam yet, and the time of Zuhr started. So it means Salat Eid must be done before Zawal. Must be done. And he has not done it, so his Salat Eid is broken. Number 10. He did masa on his bandage. On his bandage. He said to the extent of tashahhud, but he has not gone out yet. And that bandage fell down because of recovery. Because of what? Recovery. So his Salat is broken. His Salat is broken. Number 11. He was with excuse. For example, some wound was bleeding. Some wound was bleeding. So for someone whose wound is bleeding and he cannot keep his wudu, so he is sahib-e-uzr. He is what? Sahib-e-uzr. His wudu is not getting broken with that bleeding as far as the time of the same wudu is still there. Got it? But he said to the extent of tashahhud, and suddenly the bleeding stopped. Suddenly. So it means his uzr is gone. When uzr is gone, so his wudu is broken. His wudu is, when wudu is broken, so Salat is also broken. So this is according to Abu Hanifa. In all these issues, Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad, they say otherwise. They say if these things happen before tashahhud, then Salat is broken. If after tashahhud, then not. Another thing, when somebody forgot sitting for first tashahhud, he was praying 3 or 4 rakat, so he was supposed to sit twice, once after second rakat and other after third or fourth rakat, whatever the case may be. Got it? But he forgot the first sitting and he went to standing. He went to stand. So look, yes, he was supposed to sit after second rakat, but he said, Allahu Akbar, yet he was in such like, and he recalled his mind, so he should come back. He should come back. But he did like this, Allahu Akbar. Yes, now he is not supposed to come back. Just go ahead and make sajda sawa, because he has to make sajda sawa anyway. If he is coming back, so if he knows that this is not allowed, if he knows that this is, say, that this is not allowed, and he came back, so it will nullify his prayer. You should write it. If he doesn't know, so it will not. He will make sajda sawa. He will make sajda sawa. And this is according to Imam Shafi, not according to others. This only according to Imam Shafi. Number 18. If 100% black dog passed in front of someone who was praying, it will nullify his prayer according to Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Because there is a hadith, and Imam Ahmad has taken that hadith literally, that يَقْطَعُ الصَّلَاةَ مُرُورُ الْأَسْوَدِ الْبَهِيمِ. The passing in front of someone who prays, the passing of a black dog breaks his prayer. So we say that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in some background, people of Makkah, they used to worship black dog. They used to worship black dog. So once Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam ordered to kill black dogs. Yes, he ordered, because they were of the view that if we will not worship black dog and we will harm him, something will happen to us, because he has the goddess power. He has the power of God. He has the power of God. So Prophet ﷺ says, go ahead and kill these black dogs. It does not have any power of dog. It does not have any power. He cannot protect himself. Got it? Got it? Yeah. So that was as important that Prophet ﷺ says, if you are in prayer, your salat is broken, go and kill that dog. Got it? So Prophet ﷺ said it in background. Got it? But Ahmad ibn Hanbal has taken it literally. Number 19. Making dua of worldly attachment in prayers, that nullifies the prayer. We make dua in the end of our salat. We do or not? Yes. So somebody says, Ya subhanallah, Allahumma ya Rabbana urzuqni al-yawma shish kebab. Got it? So this is takallum and speak of this word. It nullifies his prayer. Or somebody was thinking that Allahumma Rabbana zawwijni imra'atan hasana'a. Oh Allah, give me a very pretty woman. So that is the speech of this word. It will nullify his prayer. Got it? Then there are certain things where the breaking of salat is must or recommended. Number 1, if he was praying and he saw a blind man walking and going towards a well, so this is must for him to break his prayer and to protect that blind man. Got it? If he was praying and he saw someone taking away his car or any valuable or precious property, so that is must for him to break his prayer and to protect his property. Even though if that is not his property and the property of someone else, you should write it. That is called ad-difa'u al-shar'i al-'am. Ad-difa'u al-shar'i al-'am, public safety. What? Public safety. Public safety means you have nothing to do with that thing, but public has to. But what? Somebody else has. Got it? Or a lady was praying and her baby was crying to his utmost, and she felt that something will happen to the baby, so she must break her prayer and go to the baby. Or she was praying and food was getting cooked. Food was getting cooked, and now it was proceeding towards burning. It was proceeding towards burning. So she has to break her prayer and go to the food to protect it. A traveler, he was praying. He was praying, and suddenly he saw the robbers and dacoits approaching him. Got it? Yeah. So he must break his prayer and take his ride and horse and run away. Got it? If somebody was praying and he saw a cobra approaching him, something dangerous. That's an example. So then he must break his prayer. And if somebody was praying and suddenly he felt, and that happened to diabetic or something like that, they thought, maybe I will not be able to control my urine to the end of my prayer, to control my pee-pee to the end of my prayer. So that's allowed for him to break his prayer and go and do his job. And if somebody was praying and one of his parents called him, and he was in nafal prayer, that is not the case of faraz. So this is allowed for him to break his prayer. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulih Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbana arhamna bil Qur'an wa zakkirna min al-Qur'an ma nasina wa 'allimna min wa jalna akhiratan wa ta'ala alayhi wa anna arfallahu wa alaykum assalam.
Traveling and having
3 days and night. This is not a recommended practice, and according to Imam Malik, that's not allowed even. Yes. He said this is for laziness.
Yes. No, somehow we cannot make wudu in this, like in the plane or something.
Oh no, then that's allowed. If you are doing it only for the wuzu purpose, then Imam Malik does not allow that. Look, you are using that socks because of cold or because of some insects or something like that to protect yourself. Yes? So that's allowed according to all of them. But if you are using leather socks only not to wash your feet, so Imam Malik does not allow that.